Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Logajit, your truly self-improvement YouTuber coming back up once again. Today, this video is going to be about how to be that tough guy who can handle anything kind of guy. In other words, how to build inner strength. Now, whenever I think about inner strength, I always remember David Goggins, Hamza Ahmed, and so much other self-improvement YouTubers who are willing to do the tough work themselves and so etc. These guys, all of them have one thing in common. They are willing to work extremely hard. They are willing to sacrifice every temporary pleasures to live a zero distraction lifestyle, an extreme lifestyle. Something that I also experienced and I stopped for a while. Let me explain to you what I did later. Before I start speaking about building inner strength, let me tell you one thing first. If you're someone who is living in a currently bad or hard times, if you're someone who is actually struggling in life, and if it is due to something out of your power or within your power, that's something different. But if you are in your tough times right now, then remember this first. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. And the cycle continues. Now, if you're in this kind of a situation, in a bad times, because it is something related to out of your power, it's not something within your control, if it's something that just happened to you out of nowhere, then I'm sorry, my brother. Remember though, things will get better soon. Don't lose hope. Always hold on to life, because things will get better eventually. I hope it happens to that to you. Alright? Now, if you are in that kind of a situation because of your past decisions, if you chose to be this way, if you chose this decision that is making you struggle like this now, then you deserve it. Let me tell that again. You deserve the pain you're feeling right now because of your past actions. Here's a reality check. You're doing something wrong, and you must admit it. The crazy thing is, most people don't even have the humility to admit their fault, and they would have clicked off by now when they heard me telling you are doing something wrong. They might be thinking, this guy's an asshole for hurting me or something. Let me tell you one thing. Of course, I am hating you. I am purposefully hating you because you are doing something wrong in your life that is making you struggle now. This is what they call tough love. I'm talking harshly to you because I care about you, alright? I am tough on you because this is what men are supposed to do. Don't be a bitch and complain about me telling you are wrong, alright? Accept your mistakes with humility. Remember that, alright? Because it's going to be in one of the points to build inner strength. Be a man and accept your mistakes. If not, you're going to be in a bad condition later. Perhaps your situation might get worse if you don't. Remember that, alright? I'm saying this seriously to you. Now, okay, about building inner strength, there are 3 fundamental things that you absolutely need to build inner strength, extreme inner strength. There are a lot of other things as well, but this is the 3 fundamental things that you absolutely need if you want to be that tough guy. The first thing you absolutely need is discipline. Discipline is when you do the tough work, the hard work that is right, but you do it especially when you don't feel like it. Because nobody wants to do the hard work. You are willingly doing it because you don't feel like it, but you do it anyway. That is what they call discipline. Also, another bonus point is that you do it yourself without anyone instructing you to do it. Isn't that powerful? This is the reason why I'm proud to say that my country school, the Indian school, the Indian education system, in my opinion, it is prospering. In my opinion, it is successful because in our schools, they teach us discipline, the right discipline. They gave us homework that is supposed to be done, but we do it, especially when you don't feel like it. If we're the right type of student, others would just ignore it, but that's what I do. I do it without anyone instructing me to do it. When you're willing to do the tough work, when you're willing to do the tough work yourself, you are building your inner strength through toughness. Especially when the hard work is the right work for you, you will feel like you can do anything. You will absolutely feel powerful when you're disciplined. Also, another bonus point is that you don't get hurt easily. Don't get hurt easily. That actually reminds me of David Goggins' book, You Can't Hurt Me. Obviously, he talks about the ways he built inner strength. It is extremely powerful because he built inner strength through negative energy, the hatred that he felt towards the world and the hatred towards himself. He used that in a right way that helped him achieve inner strength and helped him achieve a lot of things in life. He became successful because of his inner strength linked with negative energy. Personally speaking, I used my positive energy. I used my positive emotions to gain inner strength. And that also led me into living an extreme self-improvement for a period of time. I can do it any time I feel I can do it. David Goggins used this negative energy to achieve in his life. And I'm using my positive energy to achieve in my life. So the way you can start practicing your discipline is by living a relatively harder lifestyle, and you choose to live that relatively harder lifestyle. Like for example, the dopamine detox lifestyle change. That is actually the path of discipline, one of the path of discipline. And then of course doing a lot of delayed gratification activities like working out hard, going out on a run, and then waking up early, and then eating clean, etc. Most importantly, getting out of your comfort zone will definitely make you more disciplined than usual. Now, the second point is humility. Now, this is what I talked about earlier. How do you handle your criticism? Let me ask you a question. How do you handle criticism from your parents, brothers, or teachers? How do you handle them? Chances are, if you act like a child and refuse to even listen to their criticism, if you just blab all kind of bullshit and start acting like a child when someone criticizes you, you are an immature bitch if that happens to you, if that's what you do. On the flip side though, if you have some sense of humility, you would obviously just let go of your ego and said, yep, I did something wrong, and then you will obviously listen to the people who care about you, who give you constructive criticism so that you can grow. If that happens, you can improve yourself in a ways that you cannot do alone. This is why a right type of friend is very important. When you start criticizing each other and give each other a constructive criticism, you both can improve in a ways that you cannot do alone. This is why humility is really important. This is how it can build your inner strength. It makes you resilient to meaningless hatred, and it lets you to just drop your ego for a second and listen to meaningful constructive criticism that others have for you. And the third one is Stoicism. One of the most powerful things for a man is his Stoicism. His sense of Stoicism is when you stop letting your emotions control you, and when you start controlling your emotions, you start being a stoic man. Stoicism is when you stop being emotionally sensitive. Instead, if you let your emotions control you, that would obviously not lead you in the right directions, because Following your heart and following your emotions are definitely not the same. Following your heart means you follow your passion and purpose, and that's a good thing. But following your emotion means that you do things that you feel good doing it, and you feel good right now. Does that sound similar? That's obviously an instant gratification. You start doing more instant gratification when you follow your emotions as a man. This is not for a woman, because for a woman following her emotions is natural, but not for a man. Alright? For us, following our emotion leads to destruction, because it obviously means you're gonna start settling for temporary pleasures, and then you start giving up on your purpose. You start acting purposeless. This is where Stoicism comes in. When you start acting stoic, you're not gonna let your emotions control you. You're not gonna do things you feel like doing it, because the things you feel like doing it, most probably they're not the things that you have to do. Most probably they're not the things that are the right things. Most probably, as I'm saying, when you practice Stoicism, you're going to do the right things. You start becoming more disciplined. Stoicism and discipline are linked. Stoicism is when you control your emotions and say to yourself, no, these temporary pleasures are not worth it. I have something greater to do in my life. My emotions, I'm going to use my emotions for something greater. Now, I'm not about to settle for some cheap temporary pleasures. When you start acting like that, you're going to act like a stoic man. And not only is it going to be good for you, you improve yourself, and others will also feel good to be with you. You also become more social. So in conclusion, I just want to say that invariably, when you practice these things, when you practice discipline, stoicism, and humility, and a lot of other things, you are invariably improving your mental health. Inner strength also invariably means improving your mental. You will feel powerful. You will feel strong, both on the outside and on the inside, when you build inner strength. You obviously improve your mental. You improve your self-image. You improve your self-love. You're going to be tough. You're going to have a tough love with yourself. So there are a lot of benefits with these things as well. Like I said, it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. That is, you improve your mental health while also being mentally resilient. You also toughen up, achieve anything in life. So yeah, that's about it. In conclusion, I just want to say that we are going to make it. I hope you find this video valuable. If you like me, like and subscribe. Write your comments down in the comments below about your experience with stoicism, discipline, and humility as well. Thank you for listening. Here's an actionable step for you. Turn off your devices and think about these three attributes that you absolutely need to build inner strength. Do you have inner strength now? Ask yourself this, and then start taking actions accordingly. Take actions, that is the most important thing. Thank you for listening. Peace.